Okay, so for today's video I'm going to show you how to make a homemade toy for your guinea pig. Today's toy is going to be food based because guinea pigs love a good food based toy. What I'm actually going to be making is a guinea pig forage box. So the things that I have got that I'm including is the box, and as you can see this didn't cost me any money apart from to buy the Coke in the first place. So a Coke box, the kind of 15 can size one. I've got some Gertie guinea pigs by Supreme. Gertie guinea pigs. Yeah, Gertie guinea pig muesli. These biscuits, which are carrot shaped biscuits from the Pick and Mix range at Pets at Home. Some Meadow Hay Pets at Home nuggets. And some Simply Nibbles dandelion salad, which has dandelion, green oat, meadow hay, marigold, peppermint and carrot in it. So there's nothing technical to this, and all you need is a box. You want to do it like the kind of box where for guinea pigs that they need to go into, rather than, you know, like with rabbits you would just do a box that they jump into and they'll dig in things. But for guinea pigs they love to be covered over and hidden, so kind of like foraging in a box that's a bit like this is great for them. So the first thing you want to do is obviously drink the Coke. And then I'm just going to, you can also put fresh veg in here, but the reason I'm not putting fresh veg in is twofold. Firstly, my guinea pigs have had their vegetables, and the second reason is if they don't eat the vegetables, they're going to kind of rot in there and smell a little bit, and they will pee and poo in here. You know, a guinea pig, anywhere they're standing is where they're pooing. So it's up to you how much of everything you put in. I just put in more hay than anything because they are going to pee in it, you know what, like, so this will kind of absorb some of it. So hopefully you can see that in there. I have a bit trouble seeing with the sunlight here. Wow, sunlight. The next thing I'm going to put in is a good handful of the herbs because they do love it. You can put in fresh herbs as well. This is just what I happen to have at the moment. There are some fresh herbs growing outside, but it's raining, so I have no plans on going out there. So there we have the herbs on top there. Okay, and then I'm going to just put in, where's their food? Just a small amount of the pellets, because obviously they've got their pellets, so just a tiny little bit in there. Obviously again, use a food scoop. It's not fair to run your hands in your animals' food, because I'm sure you wouldn't like me to come along and put my hands in your pasta before putting it on your plate. So that's that, and if I can get into the Gertie guinea pig, a nice big scoop of that, because obviously this is their treat mix, so I want them to get a good variety of that. I'm going to give them 2 scoops of the Gertie guinea pig because, like I said, it's a treat. No harm's going to come to them for having some nice treats every day. Well, I'm obviously not giving the Gertie guinea pig every day, you get what I mean. I'm going to get varnish on my hand from doing the runs. That sounds a bit funny. Painting the run. And then I'm just going to put in 3 of these biscuits because there are 2 guinea pigs in the cage, and the likelihood is that, well, I'm going to put in 2, the likelihood is that they're not going to eat these. So put them in, and then as you can see everything's just there. Give it a good jumble up so they have to hunt around for their food, and then it's ready to give to them. So I'm actually going to give it to Basil and Brody because they're babies, and obviously I sat down next to Casper's cage and tormented him by showing him this box. So I'm just going to take out their tunnels and things out the way there. You can see how dirty these guinea pigs are. They were spot clean this morning and already they're dirty. So I'm just going to put down the box there and put their tunnel back in. They might want to go through the tunnel to get there. And just back out the way and we watch and see. We'll turn it a little bit so that we'll be able to see them when they go in. So we'll just turn the camera there and watch for a bit. So while we're waiting for them to pluck up the courage to come along, because you know what guinea pigs are like, we shall make up a little treat mix for, what's he called? Casper. So while we're waiting for the baby boys to get brave enough to come out, we'll do a little one here. It's not a forage box, but it'll work as a little treat there for Casper. So we'll put some hay in. Oh, here goes someone. There we go. Success! There's Brody. And then we have Basil. So let's just finish off this little mix for Casper. Put a biscuit in. He's got pellets, so we'll just put in some Gertie. Put in a bit Gertie guinea pig. I mean, this is, I guess you could call this a little bit of a treat mix as well. If you don't have a forage box, then this will also work. And then a little bit of the herbs. So there we go. A forage box and a treat mix. Let's move his stuff back. Here we go, Mr. Casper. So there, we know Casper's not scared. He'll let us watch him eat. And straight into the herbs, so you can see what the favourite is there. So let's go back up here and hope they don't run away. So this is the boys and their forage box. So you can see that's a success, and then you can leave that with them for as long as you want. You can empty the stuff out and put new things in. They'll just dig through and find the things that they want the most. And again, look, you'll see Basil's just chewing the box rather than eating the treats. So I hope that gave you some kind of idea, and you can also use, the other thing that I used was an Easter egg box. So I've kept them to use again. You can see here the double-decker box was demolished, and I also had a Maltesers one that's been chewed all the way through. You can see the stains in there. I'll actually throw the Maltesers ones away, I think. So yeah, that's how to make a guinea pig forage box, and I hope that was a little bit of inspiration for some of you. Bye!